everybody, welcome back. This is video U5.4. This is the second half about medians. Yeah, my apologies. I realized that I didn't set this page up very good because you can't see the list of employee payrolls, but I stole a page and I can use that. So this is the same one that's down here on your page. It's just really awkward. So we want to find the medians of these companies. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. If you look at all of these prices, all these amounts, they are in thousands. You know what? Never mind. I was going to just divide each answer by 1,000 to make it simpler to write, but it's not going to be simpler to write. So I'm just going to write small. 27,000, 33,400, 33,400. And make sure if it's the same number twice, you still have to write it. 36,200, 42,50. $6,000, 162, and 245. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of data. I essentially just copied those numbers and I made them into a nice horizontal line because that makes me happier. So I'm just going to start doing what I did before. We just cross off from each side. That's 3 on that side, 3 on that side, and that. Let's see what happens. Okay. I ended up with two numbers that are exactly the same. That wasn't my plan. All right. But my point is when you do a median and there is an even number of data points, you take this and you find the mean. There you go, 42. Okay, I am not going to insult you or me by doing that math. I know my answer is going to be $42,500. All right, that is my median here. Normally those two numbers are going to be different, but that means that that number is right in between those two. Okay, how about you turn off the video and do the medians of the other two companies. Okay, I'm going to trust you did that. So this is company B, $25,100, $25,500, $29,000, $3,500. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is way more interesting. So again, this is only happening because you have an even number of data points. If we had one more or this guy wasn't there, we'd be able to count and we'd get just one number in the middle, but we have two. So then I need to add them up. 32. And divide by 2, right? We're going to find the mean, find the average of those two numbers. gives me 75,050 divided by 2. 37,000. Now, if you remember from the first video we did using these company numbers, we said all the means were exactly the same, and the means were all around $76,000. So you can see the medians are way different. Now, okay. Exactly. So when you do a median, if you have really high numbers, or conversely really low numbers, numbers that are basically outliers or like way different than everything else, they kind of get ignored. They aren't as important. They don't have the same weighting as they would in, sorry, brain part, when you do the mean. All right, so company C, 75,000. I'm assuming you already did that. If you haven't done that one because you're like, I want to see that one more time, feel free to turn off the camera again. Oops. That should be a 6. All right, now I got lost. 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did it again. Oh. And now I'm mad that I made a mess over there. So let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 2 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 77, 1, 2, 3. 77,400. I count my zeros when I'm doing this. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See what I mean, guys? It's hugely important that you count. Let me try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there are only supposed to be exactly 10 numbers. So that one, that one, and that one, and then I got that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. I got lost. Oh, I should so reshoot this video. Something is cursed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, get a little extra one in there. There we go. Get rid of that guy. And then we're golden. All right. So one from there, 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 one from there. There we go. And how boring. Same things we had up here. All right, so you can see for company C, the mean that we calculated, which was 76,550, is very close to the median. But for these other companies, not so much. So given that information, right, when we did the original question with this, they all had exactly the same average salary. But now when you look at the median salary, I'm thinking, ooh, company C is looking a little bit better, right? Because, you know, the money's closer, everybody gets almost the same amount, whereas these other two companies, they've got some people who get a lot of money, and that was really affecting the mean. All right, so the median is a good example the data is skewed, which means you've got something weird in it. Another example, what if you looked at the height of students in the class and one of the students was a basketball player, right? Or if you're doing an adult ed class and we're talking about how old everybody is, that's all fine and dandy. And then you decide to include me and I'm like, oh goodness, probably 20 years older than most of you. And it's going to mess up the data, right? But if you take the mean, but the median would ignore that. The median would ignore the person who is super tall, or the median would ignore me because I'm really old. Or for example, Skippy did well on every assignment but forgot to hand one in, so his marks were 98, 75, 0, 184. Well, let's see what this does to his mean and his median. The mean, I'm just going to add them up. 98 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, the 0 gets to go in there. Even though it doesn't make any difference, because we're going to divide that by 5. $98 plus 75. 357. $71.4. See how that messes up? I mean, his lowest mark was, if we didn't include the 0, his lowest mark was a 75, and now it's way down at a 71. Does that matter? Well, you never know. I know at SIT we do lots of scholarships, or it might be this is the mark you need to get into a program, post-secondary. So make sure you get all the work in. Now, median, don't forget, median, you need to put stuff in order first, because the same set of data should always, always, always give you the same median. So 0, 75, 84, 98, and 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cross out top and bottom. Median is 84. So, which do you think is a better measure of his ability? Maybe the median is. I don't know. But, so there's a definite difference there. And the graphic at the bottom there, I don't know what came out, is just showing you. Okay, so here's an example of some data that's skewed. Remember, skewed, S-K-E-W. And it just means that you've got either a lot at the start or a lot at the beginning. It's not going to spread out evenly. And with something like this, you can see the median is 8 and the mean is 10. So the median, actually, to me, looks like there's a lot more data right around where it is, as opposed to where the mean is. The mean is getting inflated, maybe that's the right word, because you've got a bunch of little stuff over here at the 20. I don't remember what this graph was about, but okay, so there you go. That is median part 2.